Okay, so what do we use? Why do we use print? We use print to
enter text.
enter text, right? So this is a sample text, let's say. Okay, and I go and I click on it. So this text is printed. Okay, it's not yet printed, it should be printed. Yes, this is a sample text, right? Now let's say I print another line. This is another line, let's say. Okay, now when I say this is another line, okay, what is happening here? It's printing this is another line, right? Now when you do print, by default it displays the print statement in the next line. Okay, now if I want to combine them together, okay, so for some reason, let's say I do not want these two statements to be in different line. I want them to be in same line. If I want this to be in same line, what I can do is, of course, I can copy this text and paste it here, right? So in this case, these two lines will be in same line, correct? But let's say, I don't want to put them together. For some reason, I want to print in different, I want to print using different print, still put them together in the same line. Did you get that question? I want to print these two statements together, but using different print statement. Okay. So in that case, what we do is we use something called as end. Okay. END. Okay. END. End, okay, is a command which is used to remove the new line. What happens is when we print this statement, there is a invisible command to print new line. Okay, so there's an invisible command. Okay, in Python and also in majority of the languages, Java and C++. Okay, we use what is called as /n. Okay, it's called \n. Okay, this slash. Okay, \n. \n is used to print a new line. Okay, so for a moment, let's say I'll come back to end later. Let's say I comment this. I just print this. So what happens? This is another, okay, is printed in new line, like in one line, and /n has broken this into second line, and the space line is printed in the next line. Okay, if I remove this space, the line will be printed from the first position. Okay, you see this? So /n is used to break a line into two parts. So /n actually displays or puts the content into next line. So /n is also called as new line. New line. Okay, so it is printing a new line. So /n or \n is used to print a new line. Okay, and the content moves to new line. Okay, okay,
Yes, sir.
okay. So this /n is used to print new line. Okay, so I'm going to write it here for your reference. Okay, now what happens here? Now coming back to our, so when we say print, okay, by default, okay, print puts /n at the end. Okay, you need to this print has a default /n, correct? That's why it is printing in the next line. So what we should do is we need to remove this default new line. So we need to remove that invisible new line, invisible /n. So to do that, we say and equal to and quotation. Okay, here so when you say and equal to, okay, by default, okay, that /n is removed, and whatever you give here will be printed instead. So if you don't give anything, okay, nothing will be printed at the end. And see, these two lines are connected, right? If you give a space, right?
Yes, sir.
You got it?
Yes, sir.
Sudeep,
Yes, sir.
you got it? What I'm saying,
Yes, sir.
right? So, okay. So by doing this, let's say I want to I want to print into two lines, okay, like original thing, but I want to use and. What will I do?
Please repeat, sir. One second.
Okay. So I want to print like original thing. Okay, originally we had two different lines, right? So I want to put
Yes.
as a two different line, but I want to use END. So how will I do it? Okay. So what you do here,
Sir, we have to write end after the quotation ends.
and you put /n. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. So this is how and is used. Okay. Great. So this is how you can control printing in same line or different line. If you want to print in different line, you use /n. If you want to print in same line, okay, and you have two different print statement, you use and equal to at the end, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's how and is used. Okay, great. Now let's say I want to, okay, so see, I told you, right? We will talk about functions again in great detail later, how to create our own functions, okay? But here, let's understand this. So when I say print, okay, when I say print here, it is a function. And the values that we pass, they're called parameters, okay, or arguments. You'll hear parameters or argument. So both these print, okay, so first this print is taking how many arguments? Two arguments. How do you know two arguments? Comma indicates argument. Okay. So this is a sample text is one argument and equal to /n is the second argument. The comma differentiate one argument from another. Comma differentiates one argument from another. Line number 3, this print, how many arguments it has?
1.
Sir,
One.
0.
No, 1. Okay, you have this, right? Comma will separate. That means 1 comma means 2 arguments. Okay. Here this is one argument. This could, okay, this is one argument. Okay. So this is a
Yes, sir.
text argument. Okay. Or what do you call text in Python?
String.
String. Yes. So this is a string argument. What I can do is I can create a variable text1 equal to, okay, and I will say control X. I'll put it here and I say txt1. Okay. Now when you run it, okay, it is giving same result. Okay. So either you pass the value here directly, or you assign that value to a variable and call the variable. Okay. See, I can give the same value here, or I can assign this value to a variable and use this variable to print here. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So so this is how you can even do the print. Okay. Let's say I use txt2 equal to what is your name. Okay. And I have txt3 equal to my name is Saurabh. Okay. Now what I will do here is I'll say print txt2 comma txt3, txt2 comma txt3. Right. So see what happened. txt2, what is your name is printed, and my name is Saurav. txt3 is printed, and by default it added a space in between. Right. So you can use two different arguments. Okay. In this case, txt2 and txt3 are two variables, and we're passing these two variables to the function. So this print has line number 6 print has two arguments, and we can print, okay, two arguments. Print accepts multiple values. You can give more value, doesn't really matter. Okay, so for example, I can say txt3 comma txt1. Okay. Okay, you can even repeat this. So what happens? What is your name? My name is Saurav. This is another line. What is your name? My name is Saurav. This is another line. Okay. So text2 value, text3 value, text1 value, text2 value, text3 value, text1 value. Right? So this is how you can print using, this is how you can print arguments using print, different arguments. Okay. Okay. Now let's say I want to do some kind of print where I'm using both text and number. Okay. So let's say and num1 equal to 10. Okay. And I'm saying text1 equal to number of pencils. Okay. So print txt1 comma num1. Okay. So what do you get? Number of pencils. Okay. Or let's say I put is also here. So you get number of pencils is 10. Correct? You can print like this. Okay. Now let's say you have a number of pencils. Okay. And I say num2 equal to 20. Okay. And I say text2 equal to cost of each pencil is. Okay. Now what I'll say text1 comma num1 comma text2. 2 comma num2. Abir, you are playing with Zoom, is it? Yesterday also you were doing some fucking things. Today also.
No, sir, I have a doubt.
You can stop me, right?
No, sir, I have a doubt.
Yes, yes. You can stop me and ask me a doubt. Isn't
Sir, I have a doubt that you wrote txt1 and txt2 two times as a variable. So why did not the previous text appear when you wrote txt1 and txt2?
so? What is the date today? Day today. Day today. Not so, no, I'm not the date. Okay. What is the date today? Day today. What is the date today?
Thursday,
Thursday. Okay. And yesterday, if I had asked you the same question, what is the date today? What would you have said?
Friday,
Yesterday.
Wednesday.
Okay. So what is the date today will change based on when I ask you, isn't it? Yesterday, why did you say Wednesday? Today, why are you saying Thursday? Because yesterday was Wednesday, today is Thursday. So if I print here, okay, if I print, sorry, okay, if I print text here, what is the value of text one?
Sir, the value of text1 is this is another line.
Right. If I print here, what is the value of text one now? What is the value of,
Number of pencils is.
yeah. So if I ask you what is the day today on Wednesday, it will be Wednesday. If I ask you what is the date today, it is Thursday, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Then I can't ask you, right? Why did you say Wednesday yesterday? Why are you not? Why are you saying Thursday today? Correct. So that's what. So see, what is the What is the value? That's why we call them variables. Yesterday we discussed variables. Whatever value you assign, that value it will take. Today I'm giving you apple to eat. You'll eat apple. Tomorrow, if I give you orange, you'll eat orange. You can't eat apple still. Right? So whatever value you give to the variable, that value variable will have. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right? So yes. So if I print text one till here, if I print text one, it will be, this is another line. When I change here, sorry, when I change here, from here, whenever I say print, it will print pencil is, number of pencil is, until I give a new value to text one. Okay. Now, so text one, number of pencils is 10, cost of each pencil is 20. Okay. Any question till now?
No, sir.
Your question, you still have that question or you got the answer?
Sir, I got the answer.
Okay. Okay. So num3 equal to num1 into num2. Num3 equal to num1 into num2. Okay. And I'm going to say text3 equal to total cost is. Okay. And I'm going to say total, sorry. So this is text 3, right? So text 3, comma, num 3. Number of pencils is 10, cost of it, okay? Total cost is 200, right? So I have given a formula here, num1 into num2. So it is calculating and it's giving the value. If you change it to 15, okay, the value will also change it to 300 automatically. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So now let's say, okay, I want to give all these. Okay, so text, I don't have the variable name. For the value, I have the variables. And let's say for text, I don't have the variable name. Okay, so how will I write? I will say something like this. Print total pencils, are num1, comma, and the cost of each pencil, no, cost total pencils, okay. Total pencils is num, the cost of each pencil is num2, okay, and so the total cost is num3. Okay, okay, so yeah, you got the answer. Total pencils are 15 and the cost of each pencil is 20, so the total cost is 300.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Awesome. Now, okay, now if you see here, okay, we have to give multiple arguments, okay, because you have to give, you know, quotation, close quotation, comma, again close comma, right? So we are giving so many parameters again and again, right? We're giving so many parameters again and again, right? Now we don't want to do that. Okay, sometimes it can become, see, when there are two arguments, then it's fine, but when you have multiple arguments, this can be little confusing, right? So we can do it using one argument. We don't have to give how many arguments are we passing in line number 15? How many arguments are we passing in line number 15?
Sir, one.
5, sir. 6. Sorry, sir. 6.
Yes, we're passing 6 arguments. 3 are text and 3 are, sorry, 3 are string and 3 are integers, right? So we are passing 6 arguments. Okay, now what I'll do is, there's an option here. There are different ways, okay, and a couple of options we will use here. So I'm going to take this, and let's say I want to use one argument. Okay, so number of pencils are, okay, I want to delete, I'll say num1, and the cost of each pencil is num2, so the total cost is num3, right? So total pencils are num1, cost of each pencil is num2, so the total cost is num3. Now, of course, this is not going to give us what we want because we are giving in the quotation, so this is printed as a text, right? So what Python says is, Python says there are two ways to handle this situation. Okay, two ways where I can replace the value within a text. Okay, this entire thing is one text. I want to replace this num1 with the value num1. I want to replace this num1 with value num1, isn't it? So what Python says is, okay, we can use something called as format. Okay, we'll see one not difficult, but one complex way and one easy way we will see. So here you say dot format, entire text dot format. Okay, format is another function. So dot format is a function of string. Okay, so I'm going to call it to replace those names with value. Okay, so see here, this is num1, right? So what I will do, I will take it from here. I will take it from here and I'll put here. Since it's a variable, I'm going to cut it from here and put it in here. Now you have num2. Again, I'm cutting and replacing with what? Curly braces. Okay, and num3. Okay, and I'm going to say num3. Yes? Any question here?
No, sir.
Okay, let's run it first and see. To see, we got same answer. Total pencil is 15. Okay, the cost of each pencil is 20. So what we did was so in the entire text, okay, we created one entire text, only one argument. There's no comma here, right? It's all one argument. And wherever we wanted to put a variable, okay, this entire text will not change. If you change the value of to 10, okay, only the value will change, right? The entire content, okay, the text message should not change. So this text is constant, but the values are variable. So to replace these values, what I did is I replaced the variable names with curly braces, right? And I'm saying dot format. So what is happening is each curly braces are replaced with variable. So this curly brace is replaced with, okay, in same order, left to right order. This is our first curly bracket. So this first curly bracket is replaced with first variable here. Second curly bracket is replaced with second variable here. Third curly bracket is replaced with third variable here. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, okay, this is easier than doing this probably, because you have to remember, oh, I have to put comma here. Okay, I have to put closing quote, opening quote, things like that. But here it says, okay, first you write the sentence which you have in your mind, and then wherever you want to replace the variable, you put curly bracket, and that's it. Okay. Okay, and here, okay, Python knows, or the format function knows, that first curly bracket should be replaced with first variable, second curly bracket is replaced with second variable, which is num2, and third curly bracket, so it is replaced in order, left to right fashion, left to right order. Okay, now let's take
Sir, please repeat 1 second, sir.
Okay, so see here, this first set of curly bracket, okay, see,
Okay.
so you know what we have done, we have put the entire text, and then we have said dot format. Dot format is the third function that we are learning. We learn sorry, we learn print function, we learn, what was the thing that we learned yesterday? Second function that we learned, type, right? The type
Yes, sir.
give us the data type. So print. So this is format. Okay, format is used with the string only. The string dot format. So this entire thing is string. Now you say dot format. So dot format, what it does is it replaces your curly bracket, pair of curly bracket, with variable name. So here we have first curly bracket, right? In this entire string, this is first set of curly bracket. So this is replaced with this first variable name, which is num2. this is replaced. The second set of curly bracket, okay, is replaced with second variable. Third set of curly bracket is replaced with third variable. Yes, no, maybe. Did you get it, Sudeep?
Yes, sir.
Sudeep,
I got it.
awesome.
Got it, sir.
Now I'll show you another use of format. Okay, so let's say I have age equal to 40. So this is 22, right? And I'm still 40. Maybe I'll be 41 in few months. Okay, so print my age is, okay. Again, I am saying my age is, I am repeating age is. Now see here, I am using 3 curly bracket, but all these I will be using same value, isn't it? Though I'm using 3 curly bracket. Okay, let maybe have enough space so I can write. So I'm using 3 curly bracket, but I want to replace this with same value, right? So I'm going to say dot format, and I have to say age, comma, age, comma, age, right? Age, comma, age, comma, age, then it will work, isn't it? But again, you see, if it is same value, then why to repeat it 3 times? But how will format know? How will Python know that, we have to repeat same value? Okay, so there's an option here. Okay, in Python, remember this. Okay, in Python, counting starts from 0. The first value is 0 in Python. Python starts counting from 0. So first value is 0, second value is 1, third value is what? Are you guys listening? Should be able to answer fast, right? What is the third value?
40.
What is this, guys? You are not
2.
listening to me.
Sir, 2.
Yes, 2. First value is 0, second value is 1, third value is 2, fourth value is 3. In Python, counting starts from 0. Counting
0, 0.
starts from 0. Okay? Okay. So, okay, put it back here. So what happens? So what is the position of this square bracket? First position. Correct? This is the first set of square bracket in the text. So in Python, what will be the position number?
Zero.
0. Okay. So yes. So what is the position of this second curly braces? What is the position? What is the number? 1.
1, 1.
Right? And here it is
2.
2. Correct? And here you have 0, 1, and 2. So when you don't give, okay, this is what it means. It means this is 0, this is 1, this is 2. Okay. But Python gives an option to play with this. Okay. Now you can, okay, here this value is fixed. This is 0, this is 1, this is 2. Here you can say 2. So when you say 2, it means that second value you want here. Second value in the sense third value, okay? Position second or third value you want here. So when you don't give these numbers, automatically it is taken in 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on format. But you can change the variable. Let's say I want num3 to appear here. I will say 2. I want num1 to be here. I'll say 0. And I can say 1. So in case you do not want it to be in the same manner, you can play with the position number. But when I don't give, by default, it means Okay, 0, 1, 2. Okay, so here let's see how it is useful. Now, if I don't give the position, I will have to enter age 3 times. Age, so that 3 curly braces are met or matched with 3 variables. Instead, what I'll do is I will give only one variable. Okay, so what is the position of this variable? 0, right? And I'll put 0
Yes.
everywhere. 0, 0, 0. Now I don't have to give age 3 times. With one variable, I'm able to use it for entire set of values. Correct? Yes, no.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is second way of using format. So now Python also says, okay, that let's make it even more easier. Okay. So I'm taking this one line and here, so same option, okay, or same thing we are doing. We are trying to put variables and the values, okay, text and the variables in the same line. Okay, so instead of doing format, what Python says is another, okay, same thing, doing it another way. It says that, okay, you give this variable and you put it as a set of curly braces here. Curly braces here. Don't delete the variable name. Just put curly braces around. Okay. So what happens when we print it? Okay. You will get curly brackets num, curly bracket num2, curly bracket num3, isn't it? Okay. So what it says is we have to tell Python that I'm using format. Okay. We have to somehow pass that message to Python that I'm using format. So first step one is you put curly bracket and a variable name, and in the beginning you put f, also called as format string or f string. Okay, this way we call it as f string, okay, or format string. So I have to first tell Python that I'm going to use a format string f. Okay, the moment I say f, then you can give curly bracket and variable names. Okay, and now when I run it, see, you get the same answer. The variable names are replaced with its value. Variable names are replaced with its value. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's say um, age is, let's say I put age as, or let's say num, I'm going to put num3 as num3 equal to 10 by 3. Let's say I put 10 by 3. Okay, so what we'll get? 3.333, so on, right? So let's run it and see. No, you're getting 3.3333. But let's say you want to display only one integer or two integer. Okay. So what do? We use format. Okay. So in curly bracket, your first value is your variable name. You put colon. Colon. Now I'm going to say dot 2f. 0.2f. F for float. So I want to say that, okay, this value is float, and give only two decimal places, two values after decimal. It will give us only two decimal places. Okay. you can control the value. I want, sorry, I want only one. So I'll say 1. Okay. So this is how you can control the number of values that appear on float. Okay. This is one. Now, similarly, we can do formatting of string. Okay. So in string format, what we do is we do left, left alignment, right alignment, center alignment. Okay. So when you do right alignment, what happens? Okay. In right alignment, let's say if total spaces are 100, and if you have 20 text, okay, in left alignment, 20 left side the text will appear, and 80 spaces will be blank on the right side. When you have right alignment, 20 spaces, the first 80 spaces are left blank. Text is aligned on the right side. So 20 spaces, 20 text will be on the right side, isn't it? I'll show you this. So let's say I put name equal to Saurav, and let's say uh, position equal to, let's say I say opener, and country, let's say I say India. Okay. Now I'm going to print something like this. I'm going to say print. Okay. So I'm going to say a string, and I'm going to say name is a player from country, and is okay. I will put a batsman. Player from country and is a position. Okay, so when I print it, you get Saurav is a player from India and is a batsman. Okay. Now I try to give, just a second, guys.
सर एक लाइन लास्ट वाला लाइन और एक बार रिपीट कीजिए सर जी.
Sorry. So okay, so let's say I have one more information to add here.
सर ये वाला लास्ट वाला लाइन और एक बार ऐप का कार्यकारिता क्या होता है?
F is format. I'm saying that I'm using format. Okay.
हाँ सर जी, वो ऐसे तो प्रिंट के अंदर तो हम कुछ भी डालते तो वो प्रिंट होना चाहिए ना?
हाँ, लेकिन वहीं पे इसलिए ना I have said F बोलने से I'm saying it's a format string.
अगर नॉर्मल हम प्रिंट ऐप लिखे तो प्रिंट ऐप तो प्रिंट होता है ना?
अरे अगर F नहीं दोगे तो it will print as it is. Okay, as it is print हुआ, right? But अगर हम F देते हैं यहाँ पे, so I'm saying it is a format string. Okay, and when you say format string,
का
हाँ
हाँ फॉर्मेट स्ट्रिंग का करने के लिए यहाँ पे ऐप देना पड़ता है.
हाँ हाँ. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you got it now, Sudeep?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's say here I gave some. Okay, I say. Okay, I say. Okay, now I run it. Okay, so sort of okay, but let's say I want to print, name below name is a player from below each other, right? So what I'll do is we have something called as padding, okay, or you give space. So I'll say colon, and here I'm going to give 20 spaces. Okay, so what happened, you see, 20 spaces are fixed. Okay, so I give 20 spaces here. So okay, 20 spaces are fixed, right? So even though this is only 6 letter and this may be 15 letter, I said 20, so 20 spaces are fixed and 5 of them have value and rest 15 will be blank. Here 15 characters are played and rest 5 are blank. Okay, and here I'm going to say 15, 15 and position 20, 20. Okay, so sorry, we have to give space here, right? Okay, yeah. Okay, so what happened? 20, 15 and 20, right? Spaces are fixed. Okay, by default it has done what is called as left alignment. That means values are on the left and the blank spaces on the right. Now you see, is a player from is exactly below each other, and is right below each other, right? Because I have done padding here. Now, by default it does left alignment, but let's say I want to change it. I want to do right alignment. Okay, so you put this sign. Greater than means saying go towards left. You're saying text go towards right. Sorry, towards right. If you do greater than, it becomes a right alignment. Okay. If you do this up arrow, okay, it means you do center alignment. And by default, okay, if you don't do, or you can give less than. Okay, if you don't give anything, it by default is doing left alignment, or you can give less than. Okay, and now you see what happened. It did the right alignment here. So the values are on the right side and the blank spaces is on the left. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is how you do left, right, center alignment. Okay, by default, when I don't give anything, it is printing blank spaces. But let's say I want to give underscore. So you can say underscore. That means what I'm saying is replace blank spaces with underscore or blank spaces with dot. Now when you run it, you see the blank spaces are replaced with underscore or dot, whatever you give. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll stop here for today.
Okay, sir.